Hello students, welcome to the channel Tulsi Prasad Paudel. Today we are going to talk about the different questions. They are related to the newspapers and they are very important from the point of view of examination also. Students are asking about to make the video about the newspaper articles, news report, editorial and later to editors. So today I'm going to make a short video that will be very useful and very fruitful to all the students who are the students of social studies, and the questions from editorial, later to editor and other will come there, and it will be very useful for them. ओके सबैजनाले आजको भिडियो एकदमै युजफुल हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ, ध्यान दिएर यसलाई हेर्नु होला। केही इन्फर्मेसनहरू इम्पोर्टेन्ट इन्फर्मेसनहरू चाहिँ मैले यहाँ दिएको छु। सबै स्टुडेन्ट्सहरूलाई चाहिँ राम्रोसँग फलो गर्नुभयो भने यु विल बी एबल टु मेक अ गुड एडिटोरियल, गुड न्युज आर्टिकल अर रिपोर्ट, एन्ड यु क्यान मेक वान बेटर लेटर टु एडिटर अल्सो। नाउ लेट्स स्टार्ट फ्रम द एडिटोरियल. In the screen you have seen editorial. While writing the editorial, you need to write editorial in the center of your paper and you need to underline it to make the artistic. After that, then you need to write the title as your question. What is the question? Question may be different. And while writing the editorial, you need to use the straight and very strong language in title. Actually, editorial is the view of the editors over the current issue, burning issue. जुन विषय राजनीतिक, सामाजिक, वातावरणीय विभिन्न पक्षमा वर्तमान अवस्थामा बर्निङ इस्युको रूपमा रहेको छ, त्यस्तो बर्निङ इस्युको बारेमा एडिटर्सले दिने भ्यूलाई एडिटोरियल भनिन्छ. दिस इज वान अफ द इम्पोर्टेन्ट पार्ट अफ एभ्री न्युज पेपर. सबैजसो न्युज पेपरमा यो एडिटोरियल छापिएको हुन्छ. एन्ड स्टुडेन्ट्स, वाइल राइटिङ एडिटोरियल्स इट इज नट भेरी डिफिकल्ट. यु क्यान राइट लाइक एन एसे लेख्दा चाहिँ लेख्न सकिन्छ, बट सम रुल्स यु निड टु फलो हियर. नम्बर 1, editorial in the top, underline that, and you need to give the title, strong and effective title you need to give there. After then you can start your editorial and you can write 3 or 4 paragraph. Within 3 or 4 paragraph you can end your editorial. Okay, write an essay लेखे जस्तै गरेर introduction, body part, conclusion, यसरी चाहिँ डिफ्रेन्ट प्याराग्राफ लेख्न सक्छौ. एन्ड you can write at least 3 or 4 paragraphs also. If required, you can add more paragraphs also. So in this way you can write editorial. Okay, to write editorial you do not need to write date, place, reporters, etc. You do not need to write. नलेख्ने कहिले पनि date, place लेख्नु पर्दैन editorial लाई. And another thing you need to understand here is that always while writing the editorial you need to start from the top of the page, that is new page. So the new page मा स्टार्ट गर्ने. एक्जामिनेसन पोइन्ट अफ भ्यूबाट पनि यदि आन्सर लेख्दै आउँदा बीचमा अगाडिको क्वेसनको आन्सर सकिएको छ भने त्यहीबाट स्टार्ट गर्ने होइन यसलाई. यु निड टु स्टार्ट फ्रम द न्यू पेज, द्याट इज मेबी लेफ्ट or राइट, लेफ्ट राइट जुनसुकै साइड भए पनि यु निड टु स्टार्ट फ्रम द टप, न्यू पेज. Okay, that is about the editorial. And after then news article or report. While writing these things you need to give some extra materials, extra information about the news article. First of all, you need to write the title in the center. You need to write the title in the center of the paper को बीचमा टाइटल लेख्ने according to your question. अब तिमीले के को बारेमा न्युज आर्टिकल बनाउँदैछौ, इफेक्टिभ स्ट्रङ ल्याङ्ग्वेज युज गरेर you need to write the title in the center first of all. After then give the date and place when you collected the information, when you collected the news. त्यो न्युज रिपोर्ट अथवा न्युज आर्टिकल कहिले बनाएको हो त त्यो डेट लेख्नुपर्छ. एन्ड you need to give the place also there. कहाँ collection गरेको कहाँको, for example Kathmandu, Pokhara, Jhapa, where did you collect the information? Then when you give the date and place, then you can start the newspaper. Here another point is there, that is name of reporter. Nowadays there is a different concept and people are using a different way of making that a newspaper article, and some newspaper do not publish the reporter's name. कसैले रिपोर्टरको नेम नै पब्लिस गरेको हुँदैन, कसैले on the top, कसैले in the last. Okay, in this way there is not a strict rules about the name of the reporter. You can write your name also. If you want do not write, then you can not compulsory to write the name of the reporter, because this is time of postmodernism. That's why people may have the different thinking, different views, and they can do accordingly. That's why it is not optional. If you want to write, no problem, in the last of the right side you can write, or if you want you can write in the left side of the end of your news article. That's why no problem wherever you write, or if you do not write the reporter's name, no problem will be there. Okay, and 2 or more than 2 paragraphs you can write. Okay, according to the need, according to the subject matter, you can write 2 or more than 2 paragraphs. Okay, then there is another information about related to the newspaper. हामीले अहिलेसम्म एउटा editorial को बारेमा explain गर्यौं, and after then we talked about the newspaper article or news article. Now we are going to talk about another chapter, that is letter to editor. This is also related to the newspaper, and from the examination point of view also, students always confused between editorial, letter to editor, news article. These are the these all subjects are related to the newspapers, and students confused what types of format is required for what questions. They confused, and sometimes they do mistake also. कहिलेकाहीँ गल्ती पनि गर्छन्. लेटर टु एडिटर भनेको हुन्छ, राइटर लेटर टु एडिटर भनेर क्वेसन आएको हुन्छ, they may write editorial. In that context, that will be completely wrong one. So you need to be clear. Letter भन्ने बित्तिकै you should think about the letter like a formal letter. There is in the screen you have seen there, letter to editor. Letter to editor, there is like a formal letter. Formal letter कसरी लेखिन्छ त, औपचारिक पत्र हैन. And when writing the formal letter, you need to remember these things. Look at there, date and address of sender. Sender भनेको तिमी आफैको. कहाँ लेख्ने त भन्दा right or left top side of paper. अब यो पनि लेख्न चाहिँ टपमै पर्छ, तर राइटमा पनि लेख्न पाइन्छ, लेफ्टमा पनि लेख्न पाइन्छ. तिमीले दुवै ठाउँमा लेख्नु पर्दैन, एक ठाउँमा wherever you want, left or right you can choose, and you can write what is that is date and address, your address and the date you are going to send that letter. After then addressee, left top but below the date of address. Date and address को भन्दा तल, तर यो चाहिँ obviously you should write in the left top. Okay, left side मै हुनु पर्छ यो. Okay, यसलाई right side मा लेख्न मिल्दैन, यो चाहिँ left side मै लेख्नु पर्छ. After then subject, there is another thing you need to remember, and that should be in the center below the addressee. Below the addressee, yes. Subject will be in the center, and that will be below the addressee. Addressee भन्दा मुनि अनि सेन्टरमा चाहिँ सब्जेक्ट हुनुपर्छ. सब्जेक्ट भनेको अबाउट वाट यु आर गोइङ टु राइट लेटर टु द एडिटर. न्युजपेपरको एडिटरलाई तिमीले लेख्न गएको पत्र के को बारेमा हो त, वाट इज दिस लेटर अबाउट, द्याट थिङ्स यु क्यान राइट इन द सेन्टर. Then after then body part, 2 paragraphs at least. You can write more than 2 paragraphs also. And closing and regard, that means regard means you're sincerely you're faithful, like this you can write in the left or right, both side, wherever you want you can write there. And you can close before that, and your letter will be complete. Okay, these are the ways we can use to write the different newspaper related answers, like editorial, news article, letter to editor. Okay, and now students, I'm going to tell you one format of letter to editor. letter to editor like this. You can see there. Here is the date and Toka 11 Kathmandu. This is the address. Okay, sometimes you can find address in the top, after then date, no problem, that also you can do, no problem. Okay, and in the left side, but below the date and address, to the editor, Himalayan Times Daily, Kathmandu, Nepal. Got? After then, subject, to provide a little space in your valuable newspaper. To provide a little space in your valuable newspaper. Dear sir, ma'am, I would be grateful if you allow a little space in your widely circulated and popular newspaper in order to draw the attention of the general public as well as the concerning authority of the government to the problem of now. You need to give the topic here. Clear? It's not topic दिनुपर्छ. As your question. In red letter there is as your question. तिम्रो क्वेशनमा जे भनेको छ, जस्तै के भनेको हुन्छ भने, sometimes write a letter to the editor to complain about the drinking water problem in your society, in your community. Then what do you need to write there? Give the in the topic you can write there is the huge problem of drinking water in my community, like this. Okay, you need to keep attention, you need to attract attention of the editors about what the letter is written. Then you can explain about the problem seriously, detailedly, what is going on there. Here you can see start a body of letter. Have your say, तिम्रो भनाइ के छ यसमा राख भनेको, may contain 3 paras, 3वटा प्याराग्राफसम्म लेख्न सक्छौ. You can write even 1 also. Okay, 1 to 3, एउटा दुईटा तीनटा जतिवटा आवश्यक पर्छ त्यति प्याराग्राफ बनाउन सक्छौ भनेको. अनि त्यसपछि क्लोजिङ गर्ने बेलामा I hope the concerning authorities will make appropriate steps immediately appropriate steps लिनेछन् concerning authorities भनेर हामीले त्यहाँ चाहिँ hope express गर्ने. अनि त्यसपछि looking forward to see this letter in your upcoming publication. अब त्यहाँ अर्को पब्लिकेसनमा यो लेटरलाई चाहिँ त्यहाँ पब्लिस गर्नेछौ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ मलाई आशावादी छु भनेर एन्ड गर्ने. त्यसपछि थ्याङ्क यू लेख्न सकिन्छ यहाँ तल. त्यसपछि your faithfully, your sincerely लेख्ने and write your name also. You can write your that signature also. In this way you can write, you can maintain the editorial and you can send to the concerned person. Look at here, some things are here. You can read these things. Headings, your address, date, to whom writing to, subject topic of the letter, greetings, your hello and short message, reasons why you are writing, and content, what do you want to say, closing paras, ending the letter, closing, the way you need the letter, your signature and name. These are the things you need to consider while writing the letter to editor. And students, I already told you that a letter to editor is like the formal letter. That's why always while writing the formal letter in for the different offices, then you need to write in this way. हामीले एप्लिकेसनहरु लेख्दाखेरि पनि यही फर्मेटमा लेख्न सक्छौं. Body part will be changed, but other things we required for the formal letter are same for application also. That's why, dear students, I think today you got lots of ideas about newspaper article, editorial and letter to editors. Read very properly this one, learn very properly, and if you find further problem, then we will discuss again. Write there on comment that how did you feel after learning these things. तिमीलाई कस्तो लाग्यो तल कमेन्टमा लेख्ने सबैजनाले. If you learn properly, then you can write yes. If you do not learn properly, then you can write the problem. We will discuss furthermore also. And dear students, I hope after this video you will be more beneficial in your study, and I will make such videos time and again in the coming days too. So like, share and subscribe this channel for the more interesting as well as knowledgeous video in the future. Thank you very much. Bye bye.